All right, what's going on, guys? It's Wednesday, new day in the shortened week. Going red today, 518. There was a lot of crazy stuff going on in this market. Let me make sure that my audio is coming through. Okay, it is. I've had problems with that before. Okay, again, red and just a bad day to be red. It's $518, so it's a bad red day, but it's not the end of the world. I'll be back tomorrow, and it's what it is. What it is. But I do feel like today was a pretty bad day to be red, just given the meme stocks are just continue to be the story. And you can see AMC closed today at $62. You see the daily chart here; it just speaks for itself. It's crazy what we're seeing with AMC, and of course I've been talking about it for the last several weeks, months, for a long time. I've been talking about it and I keep saying, keep it on watch, and I'll say it again now, keep it on watch. It continues to be a great trade, and I was watching it in the morning. I didn't take any trades on it. I thought the action was kind of choppy in here, but this whole kind of morning period was really just consolidation for kind of that afternoon and lunchtime move that we got. And yeah, we got a crazy move on it, $40 to $72. And as you can see, I did not trade it today. Not a single trade on it. And I would have traded it. The truth is, I would have traded it. The only thing was that I had all my capital tied up in this Tesla trade all day, which is the one that I lost on. And I did have a quick trade before that Tesla trade, which was on BlackBerry, which is another meme stock. All the meme stocks, aka those stocks that have high short interest, those are the ones that went crazy today. BlackBerry, AMC, GameStop. Here's Rocket. Rocket did well. All these names did really, really well, and I just feel bummed that I didn't jump on the roller coaster and jump on the ride. And here's Bed Bath and Beyond, $27 hitting $48 in after hours. So anyway, the list goes on. Space had a great day today. Even stocks like down here, low volume Desktop Metal, which is a stock that has some short interest as well. I mean, just all these names that have the high short interest, they all moved in sympathy with what AMC was doing, and it was pretty remarkable to see that. And so I was frustrated that I didn't, have really anything to do with any of that move that we got in all these different names. So this trade here, I bought this dip, and you can see at 12:39, I bought on the low basically of the entire day. I bought 500 shares, 12:39, and I sold a minute later for less than a 10-cent gain. But I mean, if you look at the entire day, it did not return to that price. I got basically the best price out of probably anyone that bought this stock today. I mean, of course, somebody got below me there, but I mean, it's pretty crazy that I bought pretty much the exact low and sold it off a minute later, because when you look back, it's easy to see in hindsight, but in the moment, it's really what's going to happen is really still up for grabs, and it's not so clear. But again, all my capital was tied up in Tesla, which I ended up taking 175 shares on when I was fully into this thing. I bought the dip here. I had a good entry on it here. I was up on this trade. About 150 bucks as it came up here. It came up, came down, came up again, came down, came up again, and then new low. When it made the new low, I should have cut the position. Instead, I added 50 shares. My ads on this were pretty good. I had a good ad here. It was in the money. I had a good ad. Well, not a good ad here considering it went lower. But in terms of the push and pull of a trend where you make, in this case, lower lows and lower highs, I was pretty good at buying those lower lows before maybe, hoping for a higher high, but obviously not getting that. And so, I bought 3 times here, looking to average down, bring my average down, because I did feel confident that Tesla would bounce back today. But that did not happen. There was some bad news on Tesla today, so, this wasn't a good one to trade today. This was one where I took this trade with small size. It was supposed to be a small trade, but I was getting a little bit greedy. I wanted it to go to VWAP, and then that turned into something that, was a lot worse. And down here at these lows, I mean, there's no avoiding it. Down here at these lows, I was down on this trade probably 1600 bucks. Luckily, in kind of the power hour in the afternoon, we got kind of a bounce back from 599 up to 606, and I was able to make some of the money back. And taking a $550 loss on it is much better than even down here it's like a $900 loss. Down here it's like a $1,700 loss. So all things said and done, I'm down 500 today. It's like not that bad, but considering what AMC did, just considering what the stocks I should have been trading, what those stocks did today, I do feel like I missed out. I do feel like kind of stupid. And yeah, I mean, when I saw AMC open up today, initially I was like, this is one that I want to avoid, at least at first. I want to avoid it. In that period, this is a lot of choppiness in here, and you can definitely lose a lot of money. But, there is a spot in here where it's setting up. It's just the problem is it's got this pre-market high at 45. And as it comes up into that level, it's like, do you want to be a buyer? Probably not. But it just rips right through that spot. So it was tough to find entries on it. But I will admit that I was watching it here, and I cannot believe I did not buy this dip. I really don't know what else to say. I saw the price come down, and it halted going up here, resumed, and when it came down to below, it came down to 49 bucks, and everyone who watched this, everyone who was trading AMC today had the opportunity to buy that dip. And there's another dip opportunity right here at 58, but this really was the one that I wanted, and I didn't get it. And if you miss it, if I miss it, I'm not going to chase it. I'm not going to chase it up. So I either get in or I don't, and all I can say is that I didn't get it. And if I had, even just 200 shares here from 49 up to 58, it's a lot of money. It sucks. It sucks to have missed out on that, but you know what? It's okay. I'm down 500 today. I'll be back tomorrow. There will be opportunities on this tomorrow. There will be opportunities, hopefully everywhere. Small caps, weren't irrelevant today, but again, all eyes on AMC, BlackBerry, Bed Bath & Beyond, all these stocks. I mean, these are the ones you got to have your eyes on right now. I just can't imagine really looking to trade anything else. And it's just ironic because I really didn't trade them today. I had all my capital tied up in Tesla, which was just such a shame. But I will say that, at least I didn't cut the position down here. I added 25 shares right here below 600. And if I'd cut the position down here, I would have been looking at a much bigger loss. So I feel pretty grateful to actually only be down 550 on it, considering, I bought as early as 612. So, pretty bad. Okay, so anyway, pretty short recap today. I only took 2 trades, and I'll be back tomorrow and excited to trade tomorrow morning. I hope I can, be a little bit more in the game. That these, AMC, these are black swan events. This will probably never happen again. So we may see it go to $100 tomorrow, but there will come a point in the future where you look back on what's happening right now. I'm not trying to be overly dramatic, but it is true. I mean, look at, I'll put in this chart. I mean, this is, you can see all of the price action that AMC has ever done. I mean, look where we're at right now. It put almost this entire candle. This is a monthly candle. It did pretty much all of this today. Okay, so look at the volume. In here, you can't even see the volume because it's so small, and you see the volume that's coming in now. I mean, AMC today traded almost 1 billion shares of volume. Again, this is a once-in-a-lifetime event, possibly a once-in-a-lifetime event. What we know is that we've never seen anything like this before. So, I mean, again, the future is always unpredictable. We'll never know what's going to come next, but it is true that something like this has never happened before. So we're all participating in it, and yeah, buyers beware, sellers beware, everybody beware. I will be watching AMC tomorrow, and maybe the best opportunity isn't on AMC. Maybe it's on BlackBerry or Bed Bath and Beyond. I mean, freaking BlackBerry almost hit $17 today. Crazy. Given that it was down here at 12. It's upsetting. If you look, I'll show you a couple days ago down here. I was trading it down here last Friday. So here we go. So you can see right here, I bought 2,000 shares of it here at 10:07, and you might remember me reviewing these trades last week, and now it's hitting highs of 1650. Whatever. Okay, so that's it for me. Very short recap, but a good discussion to have here on BlackBerry and all the meme stocks, AMC, all of them. And I hope you guys have been trading well, staying green, and I hope you guys are doing great on AMC and these stocks. And I'm sure you guys must be trading them if you're day trading. I mean, this is heaven. This is heaven. But again, it doesn't, just because stocks are moving like this doesn't mean that you're guaranteed to make money. It doesn't mean that you just jump in and you buy. You still have to trade with a technical mindset. But for me on this, because I just so hate buying, at the top of the day, but unfortunately, or at the high of the day, but unfortunately, on this today, that was really, it rewarded you for buying at the high of the day. For instance, right here below $50, it had, there was a setup here. It's just such a bold setup, and it's this wedge, this ascending wedge. And the breakout there was enormous, but it's just so, you gotta have, you gotta trade like a robot is my advice, and can be very difficult to do. And if you're not experienced trading, don't trade it. And you can see I didn't trade it today, partly because I was scared, but also mainly because my capital was tied up in another trade. So I would have traded it, but my approach to trading stuff like this is buy the dips. And the scary part about that is, if it dips, how do you know it's not just gonna, keep falling, right? If you buy a dip, what if it just keeps going down? Well, what I can tell you is that during the GameStop squeeze, that was my approach, and it worked very, very well. I have recaps from way back, months and months ago, that you can watch of my trades on GameStop, and it seemed like it had very, in a lot of ways, similar action to what we're seeing here on AMC, where it had these massive. This is a $13 retracement from 62 to 49. When a stock drops that much that quickly, this is a spot where I would be a buyer. You've got this. Some price action traded in here. This would be kind of a support level here. And you can see it came right into that. And again, from 62 to 49, when a stock goes like that, I mean, the move back up can be elastic, like a rubber band. It'll snap. And that's exactly what happened here. It snapped, and it's very much like a rubber band. You pull the rubber band, you let it go, and then it snaps to 49. It goes wham to one side, but then it stretches out the other way, and then there's a big imbalance like that, and it slaps back in the other direction, shoots back up to 58, and so it's like all of a sudden it's like wham, 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 and then it kind of stabilizes. So that's exactly what's happening here. Look at it stabilize. Now the next leg up. Then rubber band action, back down, catapulting back up. So it's like, right, it can be very tough to trade, but take advantage of the imbalances. That's my advice. And yeah, when in doubt, I'm trying to come up with something that rhymes. No, I don't have it. I don't know. When in doubt, don't trade it. How about that? When in doubt, don't trade it. That's my advice. And I didn't trade it today, partly because of that, but mostly because I couldn't. Well, I could, but I couldn't. But whatever. All right, so that's it. I'm done, guys. I'll be back tomorrow. I encourage you guys to keep watching these stocks go. It's going to be a lot of fun. If nothing else, it's fun to watch. I mean, you got to agree with that. All right, guys. There's 7 viewers here, and nobody, not one of you guys, has liked this stream. Which, you know, it's your decision, right? But I'm just saying, I'd appreciate it if you hit the like button, because at least, you know, it lets me know that these videos are helpful and that you guys can take something away from this, and that's really the goal. Because otherwise I just shouldn't do them if they're not helpful. But anyway, subscribe. I do these recaps every single day, and the Discord server link is in the description. You can join there, and yeah, and we can chat. I have you a thumbs down. Why? Why is that, John? Thumbs down? That's not good. What's going on, John? You had a bad day? Did you lose money on AMC? All right. All right. Because it's funny. All right. All right, buddy. Well, thanks for the view, and yeah, I'll be back tomorrow, guys. All right, bye-bye.